In a Lincoln's Day address to a gathering of 10,000 before the memorial to the great emancipator in Washington, President Truman strongly advocates freedom and equality for all United States citizens.
There is no justifiable reason for discrimination because of ancestry or religion or race or color.
"3,000 Townsend Plan enthusiasts prepare for a new assault on the public treasury as they gather on Capitol Hill to do some mass lobbying. The plan, which had its birth during the Depression, would guarantee $100 monthly to every person over 60, to be financed by a 3% income tax.
Give me that horse.
Feeling like a movie classic. A movie take like fantastic. Love that luscious buttered popcorn smell. Bring the lights away down low.
Howdy, partner. The year is 1947 and John Wayne is in demand, keeping busy making multiple movies as he has done each year for the last 2 decades. But he is not quite yet the megastar for which we perhaps most fondly remember him. That status, while entirely open to debate, would come, according to many movie critics, in 1948, when he appears in Howard Hawks' Red River. Still, he is a star, and had, by 1947, cemented an image with the movie-going public that would carry him through the next 3 decades of movie making. He's a tough guy who can be a bad guy, but one with a good heart. At least to those who, in his eyes, deserve goodness. Today's movie, Angel and the Badman, provides an excellent vehicle for his persona. It's a story of an outlaw wronged by his partners in crime. He sets out to exact some vengeance until he meets the angel in the story, here played by Gail Russell, the proverbial farmer's daughter who takes pity on the wounded outlaw. Enter the martial hunting outlaws, played by Carey Sr., whose gruff, no-nonsense approach to peacekeeping manages to put the skids on the outlaw's vengeance, as well as his outlaw tendencies. This is the third of 4 movies John Wayne and Carey Sr. appear in. 5 if you count the 1948 Three Godfathers, which John Ford dedicated to Carey Sr. While Mr. Carey's character and Mr. Wayne's are adversaries of sorts in this movie, in real life they were good friends. Carey's career was in its 4th decade by the time this movie was made, and he had always served as a great inspiration and mentor for John Wayne. Notice how Mr. Carey cradles his rifle in his arms. With or without a rifle, he often held one arm with the hand of his other arm just at the elbow. It was a gesture Mr. Wayne mimicked in tribute to his mentor 10 years later in The Searchers. John Wayne made more than just a gesture in his tribute for the man he so admired. He took his son, Carey Jr., under his wing and promoted his career. You'll see Carey Jr. in at least 10 movies with Mr. Wayne. He's even in Red River, Mr. Wayne's megastar breakout film. There are, of course, more movies they made together, if you count the number of films Mr. Wayne does not appear in, but produced. Now, Angel and the Badman is also the first of 2 films that Mr. Wayne and Gail Russell appear in. The second one being 1948's Wake of the Red Witch. Not a cowboy movie per se, but a period piece, and one of the few movies in which John Wayne's character actually dies. Ms. Russell was only 22 years old when she made this movie, the 9th movie since starting her career in 1943 with a small role in Henry Aldrich Gets Glamour. She'd go on to appear in another dozen or so movies before her untimely death at age 36 in 1961. Well, settle down, take off your spurs, pull up some popcorn, and get ready for a dusty, gusty, lusty ride through the Old West.